just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Today we start the new year with an NFC matchup out west. That's going to be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Kyle Shanahan on the 49ers sideline. His guys ready to get this one going. On the other side for the Seahawks, it's Mike McDonald. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Dances by him. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Rookie quarterback.
And to say that this is a big spot is the classic understatement. It's a ton of pressure on this rookie quarterback as he gets to play right away. And let's face it, he's trying to take in every moment from his first start. But at the same time, he's got to focus on what's in front of him.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. They'll look to throw here. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
I tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. Fourth down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Don't let my fiance call. Pitch his thing.
On play action, they'll throw. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. T. Higgins, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are on the board here first in the season opener.
I wish I would have let you have legends. Have legendary teams.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
A tough time a season ago, his team missed the playoffs for the first time in his career. But he does remain one of the most efficient quarterbacks in the league. He's completed over 67% of his passes for his career. We know he's efficient. Now he wants to be spectacular and get his team back to the big game.
multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing.
Pressure, and they get it to him again. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Open man right side is caught complete. That is going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Quickly to add on to their lead. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work and preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up,
Marshall's rule, he did not get the football to break the plane. Gibbs. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run the sweep here. This is Cobb. This one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you get the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Now that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up fourth.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
$10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Come on, hold the ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Michael Williams.
That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is caught inside the 15. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He has such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the Niners' 5-yard line.
The toss out right to Gibbs.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
and the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Tucker now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it as we resume action. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Purdy from the gun.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
It looks like one of the DBs has it.
And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. They'll have the ball at the 1-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
And caught up to him. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
At the 49ers' 3-yard line.
Gibbs again. Trying to
Come
find
on,
a lane,
get
but
in
he
there.
finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. George Kittle, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, a nifty juke there.
How much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And Charles, these early season in-division games are all...
Let's see what happens with the Predator. Here comes the fruit. I wasn't finished, squeaky jump. A very little fucking one. Open wide. Now say, no.
Always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? Now the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This 2nd and 4. Here's Purdy. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Purdy. And pressure coming and they got him once again. That is a big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
At the 47-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Gets around him. And a good run here as they rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Seattle Seahawks.
Now back to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. Evades him at the 20. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half.
A 35-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So halftime here out west, let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports halftime
Our
report.
trip through the NFL starts now at Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. It's the Saints at home to take on the Arizona Cardinals. And it's Mark Andrews. It's fired deep downfield. He's right there to secure it. The Cardinals come away with the victory on the road in the season opener. From there, we go to Indianapolis. We'll check in on the Colts. They're playing host to the Miami Dolphins. And here it's Tua looking for and finding his favorite target, Tyreek Hill. A nice throw here, 20 yards for the touchdown. The Dolphins go on to win a tight one, 14-7 your final. Lastly, let's go to Atlanta. It's the Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it's the veteran Mike Evans. He was absolutely electric. This one of 3 touchdown grabs for him in the game. The Bucs move to 1-0. They get the victory in the season opener. And here's the scoreboard in the early window of the last week of the regular season. What I wouldn't give for an Octobox right now. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3.
And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Under pressure, they got it again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
On third down, it's Guendo.
And we'll be a couple yards shy of the 20. And 18. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Gibbs straight ahead.
A nice little juke. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got it.
And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get it to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
They'll run with Gibbs.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Barkley is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley.
Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. So here's a 3rd and 14. Purdy now to throw.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And out now come the Seahawks.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
A gain of a yard brings up third and
They'll set up to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
10 yards and a Seattle first down.
They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like,
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Jameer Gibbs.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Seahawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jameer Gibbs.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Great effort by Derwin James on the stop.
you talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave a pretty good pop, too, and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
They'll get this to Jennings over the middle. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
The Seahawks offense and Jameer Gibbs headed back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, we'll just aim the camera for the post-game handshake because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
And he is caught.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
That's good for the Seahawks. First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. A give, right side for Gibbs.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion.
Now 3rd down and 7.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throw left side, complete to Count.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's good for a Seahawks.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the 39-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Butker now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Jesse Bates on the coverage.
Now Purdy.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Purdy.
And it's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner puts it off.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
Now a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
120 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down.
Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you force turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep.
Goshen. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse. Soon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and it all fire. I don't spill words, I Spielberg on a beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they real nerds on the street like Braille. The way I make them feel words on the sheet. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. The sun gon' rise, the earth gon' spin. Toby gon' kill his beat, a chef gon' cook. You still don't get no looks. No better than Tech Bro Shook. Sticks and stones or bricks and bones, but your words can't hurt cause you ain't read no books. Stay woke, take notes, joke, don't look shattered like broke glass. I'ma shine till they blind, pour the blinds out. You online making threats, make them sign out. I redefine routes, we the ones Chris Webber calling time out. Around and find out, find out. Around and find out, find out. Around and find out. Got no respect for these dudes who doctor the message. The Jekyll on records, it's too late to hide.